In this lesson, we will learn the advantages of defining and using methods. The first reason to implement method is to improve readability of our program. Method makes programs more readable and understandable by the programmer or other programmer that is taking over. However, we must use method sensibly. Always give method a meaningful name and document the method well. The second reason to define method is for reusability. A well-written method can be reused within the same program or by other program. The third reason to define method is for encapsulation. Once a method is defined and written, the user of the method does not need to know the detailed implementation of the method. The user just need to know how to use and what it is used for. For example, when we are using the printline command, we do not need to know the detailed implementation of how Java prints the text onto the console. We just know that it will print the text on the console. To decide what methods to implement, we can use the following guidelines. Break down problems into smaller ones. Use the divide and conquer strategy. Breaking down a big problem into smaller parts that are easily solved. We need to be able to visualize in our head how these smaller parts can work together to solve a bigger problem. And this skill is especially important when we move on to object-oriented programming in the later lesson. There are 3 static methods in this class that can be used to solve a more complex problem. The 3 static methods are line of stars, hollow line of stars, and line of spaces. The method line of stars. Print n number of stars in a line. The method hollow line of stars. Print n minus 2 blank spaces between 2 stars. If n is 5, then it will print 3 blank spaces between 2 stars. The method line of spaces. Print n blank line. We can use the previous 3 methods to construct a complex pattern. Let's review the advantages of defining methods. Readability, reusability, encapsulation. Let's examine how these 3 advantages are exhibited in the previous code. In terms of readability, the method name itself tells us what the program does each line. For example, the first line, print a line of 5 stars. Then it prints the next line, followed by printing a hollow line of stars, with 3 spaces in between, and so on. In terms of reusability, we can call the methods in line class many times in the same program. The method line of stars and hollow line of stars were called twice each in this program. In terms of encapsulation, we use the methods in the line class without knowing the details of how it was done. Practice time. Create the lines class. and create another class to call the methods in the lines class to form the pattern. Next, let's review the guidelines on how to design and use the methods in our program. Always use the divide and conquer strategy. Break down a big problem into smaller parts that are easily solved. Use simple methods to solve a more complex problem. This program prints a bar chart using the integers in the array and the method line of stars in the line class. We just need to focus on the loop to call the line of stars method to form the bar chart. There is another loop inside line of stars method, which we need not pay attention to. Pause the video and code this example. This program prints a square using the integers entered from the keyboard. We just need to focus on the loop to call the line of stars method to form the square. There is another loop inside line of stars method, which we need not pay attention to. We know that the method will print a line of stars with the variable length that we pass into the method. Pause the video and code this example. In this practice, we will use the lines class to print a rectangle. Pause the video and code the program. In this practice, we will use the lines class to print a hollow square. Pause the video and code the program.